Hey guys, today I'm gonna be taking some pictures on Star Stable, and I did have a couple of you guys requesting that I do another edit with me type video. So we're gonna be taking some pictures on Star Stable. We're gonna be editing them, and yeah, I'll take you guys along with me while we do that. I've been training lasso, and I just felt like taking a picture on Star Stable, so here we are. I have like a goal for this picture. I'm gonna probably post it on Instagram, but I kind of want a new outro. Every once in a while I update my outro art. Right now, my outro art is a picture of my 3 self-rancé horses, so it's like a trio horse photo. I kind of want a trio horse photo again, except I want to do the Mustangs, so I have to pick some Mustangs. Okay, I put all my Mustangs in my home stable, and I need to decide which horses go together the best. I feel like I really like this horse. Oh, this one would look good with the Palomino. These two would look good together, and like my channel art is like brown and red, so I feel like that would look good. Like right now, I just need to pick 3 Mustangs and like which ones would look good together basically. This one could also look good. You know, I don't like that one next to these. Oh frick. I like so many Mustangs, this is so hard. I could do Chia. Sorry, Ranger was vetoed. Chia could be cool. Okay, that's an option. I could do this gray, David Bowie. I think David Bowie's coloring is too similar. It's too similar to Spartan, so I think I'm gonna do these 3 horses. I definitely have already done edits of all 3 of these horses on my Instagram, but I don't care. It's fine. Nobody's gonna judge me. The next, I do need to put all these horses in braids. Yikes. For the edit, on a normal Instagram photo, I would not spend star coins to do main style edits, but since it's for my channel art, I kind of want it to look nice. Okay, so I need to put this horse's mane in braids. Do I really have to? Maybe not. Yeah, I do. Here's the thing, I do have to. Okay, so I'm gonna I guess I'll show you guys how I take SSO pictures. I think I've done this a couple times before, but why not show you again? First, we need to take a visit to the mane stylist. Oh wow, this horse's mane looks really cool in braids, I'm not gonna lie. I want it to be as smooth as possible, so I'm just gonna do this. I do not recommend spending your star coins in this way, but okay. Now Spartan has this interesting mane style. I think the other horses should be fine to edit them without changing the mane style, so we're gonna do that. Okay, I'm usually pretty lazy and I take most of my thumbnail / other photos right here. So basically I'm just gonna wait for the horse to make a cute pose like this, and then I'm gonna hide me, max field of view, hide others. Sorry, whoever this is, you're not gonna be in my photo. Okay. And typically I try to be like strategic. Like I want one horse. I think that based on the pose of this horse, it's probably gonna be the horse on the left side. Wait, I'm trying to think how I had them organized. I could just flip it later. I'll show you guys how I do that. Okay, so you want the horse photo to be as close as possible. There we go. All right, I think I took a good one. Hopefully we don't have to go back and take a different one, but maybe I'll get lucky today. Okay, that horse was supposed to be the one on the right of the photo. Okay, and then we need a center horse. Oh my gosh, they're in sync. It's kind of whack. Look at all these Mustangs. It's the Wild West in here. Okay, now I'm gonna take a picture with Chance. I want him to be in the center of the photo, so I have to find some way to like make him look good, but also where he's in the center. I mean, that's cute because his ears are forward. He looks kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my gosh. This could be good because his head is slightly to the side. Okay, that could be better. Hide others, hide me. That could be kind of cute. The thing that can be kind of tricky is you want to try and make sure that like all the horses like it's from the same angle. Like if you're taking one photo from this angle and one photo from this angle, when you put them together, it's gonna look dumb. And if you're wondering like, Rose, what the heck are you doing? Like, why are you only taking pictures of one horse? I edit the background out and then I clip them onto one photo. I'll show you. This is how I take all my thumbnails and photos in Star Stable. Okay, this horse is gonna be the one on the right. No, the left. Oh my gosh, help. Yeah, I think this trio of horses will look cute for my channel art. Also, I thought it was fitting to have Mustangs in my outro. I love the self-rancé. I've had them as my outro for a while, and I do like to change it up every once in a while. I had the Shire as my outro for a while, so yeah. This one could be cute. He looks a little like possessed. I don't love that. Okay, that one looks like he's smiling. That's kind of precious. I could try this, and oh, that lantern is so gonna get stuck. It's gonna be hard to edit out of the picture. Whatever. I'll just erase it if needed. Okay. so I have some photos and now I need a background. I kind of want to do Redwood Forest as my background. I've been really liking taking pictures there recently. Redwood Point or whatever. The last couple of pictures I put on my Instagram were backgrounds from Redwood Point. I like it because it's not like overly saturated greenery. It's like easy to, well, it's definitely oversaturated, but when I take pictures with like Valedale, Hollow Woods area in the background, it for some reason looks really blue tinted, which I like for the most part. It's fine. But for this photo, I want it to be more woodsy. So yeah. Actually, you know what? I think I used Tailtop as my last couple of photos. So I lied. Sorry. Let's see. I'm just looking for an area that looks good. This could be nice. I'll do this for now. Let's just do this for now. I'll take a couple different ones. That one's kind of nice. So I'll show you guys how I do it and we might have to take more photos. Okay, I'm gonna drag all these background options into PicMonkey. Then I'm gonna drag all of the horse pictures I took, all 3 of them, and then remove the backgrounds for these 3. And then I'll meet you guys on PicMonkey. Okay, so what I did was I dragged all the photos in the background onto the picture just to play around at the end when I'm done editing the horses, just to play around with like how the background looks to see which one I like better. Next, I'm going to remove the background from the horses pictures. One thing I will say is I do pay like a annual prescription for PicMonkey. It's a website. There's a free version, but I don't think you can remove backgrounds with the free version. Don't quote me on that. Basically, it just, see if the lantern is attached to his chin. I'm gonna erase that. Basically, this is what I use to make all my thumbnails and do all of my pre-edits for my Instagram. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. Anything that looks kind of weird, I can also fix on Procreate. Okay, I actually like how the picture of Chance turned out. I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of cute. All right, now we're gonna remove the background from Chance, and it's pretty easy, honestly, to edit these pictures. The hardest part is just making sure all the horses look around the same size. Like, notice the picture of Chia is more zoomed in, so I'm just gonna do that. Honestly, it's not perfect, but I am chill with it. And I'm gonna remove Spartan's background, and then I'll play around with how it lays out. So I want Spartan to be on this side, so I'm actually going to do something kind of crazy. I'm going to rotate and flip like that. Beautiful. Okay, Spartan needs to be a little bigger. And I'm gonna move Spartan's layer on top so it looks like his nose is not behind this horse. Cool, okay. And then like logistically, I wanna make sure there's space for like thanks for watching, but yeah, that would go right here. That's perfect. All right, next we need to find a background. So here's one of the options. Since it's like the closest to the top, that means this is in the front. I'm gonna switch it out with this one. Okay, I actually like this one better. All right, we can try this look as a background. See what this looks like. I don't like this one and this one. Yeah, I don't like this either. I think this is my favorite one so far. Yeah. Okay, let's try it. So what I do is I'm going to do like some editing things in the background. So I'm gonna undo that. I usually use like a focal soften tool and I move the fade down all the way and the focal size down all the way. And then I play with the blur. Cool. And it's kind of a dark background, so I'm gonna try and brighten it up a little bit. Maybe using Santorini. No, I don't like how that looks. I'm gonna use the exposure tool. Okay, cool. So I think, okay, while I'm at it, I'm just gonna take the time to erase the Palomino's mane. I know that's gonna just save me time on Procreate later. Cool. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm gonna be drawing over it. It just helps me out a little bit. Also, right here, I'm just gonna erase any extra mane, and then I'm gonna erase some of Chia's mane as well. I just do that because sometimes when I'm editing, I don't want to make the mane as high up as they have it in Source Table, and so it's annoying to like erase it, if that makes sense. Okay, I really like how this photo has turned out. I'm gonna now edit this on my iPad, and I'll walk you guys through that too. But also to like reduce the file size, I'm gonna delete all these test backgrounds. Typically use Sequoia, Tux, and Santorini, and Tranquil depending on the photo for my edits and stuff like that. Okay, I just want to make sure the horses are like the right level. Okay, these two horses, you can see like their chests are like this level, but this horse's chest is like, we'll just pretend maybe this horse is like, I don't know, maybe it's like closer to the camera, we'll just say. Whatever. I really like how this picture has turned out so far. I'm gonna now edit it. I'm gonna download the PNG and I'm gonna send it to my iPad, and I'll see you guys in a sec. Hello, it's a new day, it's a new me. I don't really like editing while talking. I like to edit while I listen to a podcast or something, so here's the voiceover Rose going over what I did. First thing I did was create a new layer, and I started on Chia's mane, or forelock I guess. So I gave him a little braid bun, whatever you call this. I just went in with Ruby Disco Cloud's bun braid thing, and then I filled in the background and I added layers of black and white hair. I will list all the brush packs I used in the video in the description. Just be aware some of them might not be available anymore because I've had them for a long time. Okay, after I finished with Chia's forelock braid thing, I went in and added some mane hairs. Wow, the way I'm explaining this is so amazing. I basically just tried to cover any existing mane areas, and I looped it to look like hair was falling in different directions on his neck. And then I wanted it to look alternating black and white dominant strands of hair, so I did my best. For the base of hair, I always use Cotton Candy from SOUTHLIGHT's brush pack, and then I always use Desire for like almost all the hair. So that's what I did here. Same thing. And then I went in with some different hair brushes from SOUTHLIGHT's brush pack just to fill in the hair, make it look drapey, natural. And then I just like filled in extra areas so it didn't look weird. Because of Chia's coat, it kind of made the black mane look kind of washed out with too much white on it. So I tried to fill it in again. And later in the video, you'll see that I fill it in a little bit more to make it look better. With every mane, I always go over the mane with a bunch of different layers. I use Gentleman a lot to add like flyaway hairs. I use Rainy Day to give like glowy hairs. Basically just go in with a lot of layers and you're probably good. I usually use the lighter color in the mane to do all the details because it just makes it look nice. Next I went in with like a blending brush slash airbrush tool and just kind of wanted to fill in the back of the hair so it didn't look weird because it looked kind of like the hair came from nowhere. Okay, then I went in for the eyes. I used, I think it's Ruby Disco Cloud's eye brush pack. I've been using this forever. I just used a lighter color blue, the brush Glow, and then I used like the eyelash brush to fill in the eyebrows because I don't like white eyebrows. I feel like it washes out the horse's eyes in pictures. And then I went in with Rainy Days to add some glow to the lashes. Then I wanted to fix the chin because my cut and paste background remover tool was a little bit messy there, so I just used a mixture of like blending brushes to blend that out. Okay, next I went in with my Palomino's mane and I created a whole mane situation that I didn't end up liking. Doing manes is hard for me on horses that are like straight on the camera, if that makes sense. I'm used to horses that are looking to the side, but it was hard for me to decide how I wanted the mane to look. So here's a real life example of me making decisions in real time. In the end, I decided I wanted like a side braid situation where the mane comes over and then I went ahead and I started filling in the braid with that same like light tan color. Then I decided that I hated the forelock going in that one direction. I didn't like that it covered the face so much, so I played around with it a lot and tried a lot of things. In the end, I ended up making it dark and then using Desire over on top of it, and I liked the pop of color it gave. It kind of looked a little bit better. But then I decided I didn't want the forelock to go over the side of the nose. I just wanted it to be a straight across forelock. Doing a straight across forelock is really hard though because it's really hard to make it look natural. I tried my best, but I don't even know in the end if it looked that good. As you can see, I tried to connect the bottom hairs to the top hairs from the forelock because I wanted them to blend, because I really liked how the bottom hairs laid and I didn't want to erase them and try again. So this is me trying to make it work, you could say. Okay, after about 20 minutes of blending and still more to come, I started working on the rest of the mane, just adding more details, adding different shades of color to give it more dimension, and just like blending it in with the braid as well so all the hair looked like it was the same hair. Okay, and then I just erased some hair that looked weird and kind of fine-tuned it a little bit, and it turned out pretty mystical, if I do say so myself. And then I just erased any hairs that got over the nose or the neck, so it looked three-dimensional. And I added some details to the eyes, so I lightened up the eyes a little bit, made them more glowy, and then added some highlights like I always do. I mean, I do the same thing for the eyes every time. Then I accentuated the lashes, made them look so they didn't look stubby as frick, and then I added glow sparkles to the lashes. Close up it kind of looks weird, but from far away it looks totally fine, so I'm good with it. Then I went to work on Spartan's mane. I did want a more like side swept mane for Spartan because he is looking a little bit to the right, and so his right, not mine, so that kind of made it nice. I wanted kind of like a messy hair mane style because his mane style when I don't have it braided is pretty messy, and I think that's really cute, so I wanted to keep some of that original mane feel in the edit. So I added a bunch of different like hair pieces going in different directions, and I ended up really liking how it turned out, honestly. And then I added some darker details on top just to give it some layer. And then I had to erase top of his mane because it kind of came off looking really unnatural, so I had to erase some of the mane and then like work it into the existing mane, which was so fun. I'm sure you can imagine. Then I just added some wavy pieces into the mane so that it looked a little messier, and just added like some more messy pieces that didn't flow too perfectly with the mane, and like some windswept pieces. And then I went and added some highlight areas to both those horses' manes. So I used that like golden color, and I thought the Palomino's mane looked really good by the end with the highlights. I played around with this like hair tie thing in the front and on the braid, but then it looked really dumb, so I erased it and decided to just let it do its thing. Then I added some sparkles just for my Instagram edit. I don't want to have the sparkles for my outro because it makes it look a little too magical for me, but this is just for the Instagram edit. For my non-Instagram edit, I'm gonna have no sparkles, but I had to of course go and erase all the sparkles that got on the horses, and that's always my favorite part of every edit. Then I went in to do some glow up of Spartan's eyes. I decided to make them purple. I don't know, it just felt right. And yeah, I made them purple, added some highlights, fixed up the eyelashes a little bit, added some glow, just made them pop a little bit. Okay, now that all of their eyes and manes were kind of done-ish, I went in to add some final details, touch up a few things. One thing I needed to touch up was my Palomino's mane didn't quite meet up with the ear, so I did my best to fill in so the ear looked like it covered the mane, if that makes sense. Then this is when I went in and added some darker layers on top of Chia's mane because it looked a little bit washed out to me, so I just wanted to darken it up a little bit, make it pop more, especially because the other two horses' manes are lighter. I think that looks a lot better if I do say so myself. And yeah, this is pretty much the finished product. Just a few minor details that I edited and added, but I hope you guys enjoyed editing this picture with me. Thanks for watching. Bye.
I'm on thin ice, you'd never guess. I've been hiding a monster, keeping it quiet.